The name of this movie is Independence Day 1996, so the film starts by showing the moon. We see a stone there, which was placed by the people who came first to the moon. It was written on that stone that we are the first humans who stepped on the moon. Then we see a shadow on that stone, which was of a very big alien ship. It was moving fast toward the ground. After that, we are shown a head office on the ground. They search for other signals coming from the sky. They were getting a very big signal. The boy there quickly calls his senior. They all thought that these signals are of a ship, which must have been sent by another city, but they do not see any ship on the radar. Soon they came to know that these signals are not coming from anywhere else, but are coming from the moon in the sky. Now, they quickly inform the army people about this. They tell them that whatever it is very big. Its size is as much as a quarter of the moon. Army people say that maybe it is a normal spaceship. They say no, this spaceship is stopping again and again. Now, everyone was scared to hear this. The president of the White House was also very worried about this. He also did not understand what this thing could be. Army people tell the president that this thing has stopped in one place and is spreading in different 36 pieces. Maybe it will come to our land in 25 minutes. After a while, news started coming from different cities that they have seen clouds of fire in the sky. And these clouds were the same that had spread in different pieces. Then after a while, a piece starts moving toward Moscow. When the president finds out about this, he sends the plane to that piece, which is also destroyed by fire. They did not understand what this thing was. After a while, a very big spaceship stops in the city, which was as big as the whole city. Many more spaceships had stopped in different cities. Because of all this, there was a lot of problem with the TV stations. At that time, we see a man on a TV station, whose name was David, and he was a satellite engineer. When he sees all these signals, he finds some hidden signals, which were disappearing from the middle. After this, he goes out. David looks at the sky where he sees a very big alien ship. He understood what was going to happen. He comes inside and tells the station owner, slowly aliens want to stop our signals and bring their signals into the world. If this happens, then understand that there is going to be a big destruction. These big spaceships are not empty, but there are aliens in them. They want to come and occupy our Earth. David wanted to convey this news to the president. He calls his wife, who used to work with the president. He tells her everything. He says we are going to be attacked soon, but his wife does not believe him and turns off the phone. But David knew how important it was to convey this to the president. That's why he goes to Washington, D.C. with his dad, where the White House was. He reaches there and calls his wife, with the help of whom he reached the president. He tells him that our land is round, that's why aliens can't come here and give signals to each other. That's why they are using our satellites, and very soon they are going to destroy the world. The president does not listen to anything carefully and leaves. Now, when they see a spaceship above the White House, they send their helicopter to them so that they can contact the aliens. But before they could do anything, 2 missiles from that spaceship come and attack their helicopters. The president also understood this, that aliens have come to attack his city. David's words were absolutely true. That's why they all leave the White House. There was chaos in the city. Everyone was running around because everyone was very scared. That's when the time runs out. That is the time when David had guessed, and at the same time, the spaceship that stayed in the sky, its doors open, the blue light was coming out of the spaceship. Everyone is surprised to see the spaceship. The next moment, the spaceship makes a very big blast, in which big buildings were destroyed. The president was very sad about this. He thinks, I wish I had believed David's words. So many innocent people lost their lives. On the other hand, we see the Air Force, which now wanted to take revenge on those aliens. That's why they send their fighter planes to the spaceship. There was also a pilot, Stephen, in them. When they all attacked that ship, their missiles were destroyed before going there. Because there was a safety cover outside the spaceship, no one could harm them. That's why small ships come out of that spaceship, which was attacking those fighter planes. All the planes are destroyed in their attack. Only Stephen's plane was left. Before this, the spaceship also destroys it. Stephen opens the parachute of his plane, in which that alien ship got stuck and fell down. When Stephen goes near that ship, there was an alien on that ship who was badly injured. Stephen punches him and makes him unconscious. On the other hand, we see the president, who was very upset, because now the aliens had attacked his Air Force. That's why people say we should attack those aliens. But the president didn't want that. There was also David, who says, we can't attack the aliens like this. We will destroy our city like this by ourselves. The minister gets angry about this. He tells David to go. At that time, David's dad also came here. He tells everyone angrily that, you were told about all this before, so why didn't you make arrangements to save people? You knew that the existence of aliens is present in the world. How did you take it as a joke? And many years ago, an alien ship crashed, which also had aliens, whom you have kept in Area 51. After hearing this, the president says, there is nothing like this, there is no Area 51. After hearing all this, the minister says, this is true, he is telling the truth. After hearing all this, the president was also surprised, because he didn't know anything about this, only the army controlled this area. Now they all go to Area 51, where a very big lab was made under the ground. The same alien ship was kept there, which was destroyed many years ago. Here, the president meets a scientist in the lab. He tells that we have been trying to fix the spaceship for a long time, but we couldn't fix it, although we have learned a lot about it. But since the other spaceships have come to our land, it has started to activate itself. Here, the scientist also shows him the dead aliens, which they had found from this spaceship. The scientist tells they can see and hear like us, but they can't speak. The president says, whatever it is, you will have to find out soon. What is the mission of the aliens? There we are shown Stephen, who had that alien. He was pulling the alien forward with his parachute. He goes ahead and stops a truck. The man sitting in the truck was also a pilot a long time ago. When he fought in space, the aliens kidnapped him, but no one believed his words till today. Now Stephen had come to the base with this man with the alien. And this area was 51. First, the guards don't let them go ahead, but when Stephen shows the alien, everyone was scared, and they allow them to go inside. The alien was brought to the lab. The suit he was wearing, the scientist opens it, but after a while, the alien came to his senses. As soon as the alien looks at the scientist, he started having a strange headache. After this, the alien kills everyone there. When the president comes to the lab, he finds the scientist's dead body near the glass, whose neck was caught by the alien. And the alien talks to the president through the scientist's neck, says, leave me. They tell the alien, look, you made peace with us, we will learn a lot from each other. But the alien clearly refuses. He says, we just want to kill you. Now the same headache that the scientist had, the same headache the president had. Actually, this was the power of the alien, that when anyone looked at him, he was not in his control. That's why the president's men killed the alien there, after which the president was cured. Now he also understands what the alien wants from him. He tells his people that the aliens have come to take over our world. They keep roaming from one planet to another. And now it's our planet, that is, the Earth's turn. Now we have no choice but to attack them. That's why they attack. But their spaceship's protective wall stops their attack. On the other hand, Stephen takes his plane to the city so that he can go there and save people. He saves his wife and all the injured people, in which the president's wife was also there, but she could not survive. She had died. The president is very sad about this. He was completely broken. There David was also very angry. In the intoxication of alcohol, he was angry that he was not able to do anything to save people. Here David's dad comes and says, what are you doing? In this way, you will get sick. You will catch a cold. Hearing this, David gets an idea. He quickly goes to the same lab where the spaceship was kept. He puts a can on it and tells the officer to shoot it. He shoots. So there was a protective wall around the spaceship. After that, David does something on the computer and says shoot again. This time, the bullet hits the can. Everyone was very happy that the protective wall was over. They ask David, how did you finish this protective wall? He says that I installed a virus in that spaceship, due to which its shield became weak. David says we will do the same in their spaceship. We will put the virus, due to which the protective wall of every spaceship will become weak, and here we will be able to attack them easily. Everyone asks how will we reach their spaceship? David says from this spaceship, we will enter their big spaceship, and go there and install this virus, which will work after a minute, and then we will leave from there in a minute. Everyone agreed to this. But the question was who will run the spaceship. Here Stephen says I will run it. They send this message to all the countries, that we are going to attack the aliens in return, and the spaceship in your city, you will have to attack them. Everyone was ready, that they will attack the aliens and finish them. A missile is also loaded in Stephen and David's spaceship. Here the president says we still lack a pilot. He goes to the people and announces, whoever knows how to fly a plane, he should join our team. Here the same man who helped Stephen, whom the aliens had kidnapped many years ago, he was also ready to come in the team with them. David and Stephen, both were ready to sit in the spaceship and fly. They entered their biggest spaceship, where they see a lot of aliens, who are preparing to attack. Their spaceship had stopped itself. David now installs the virus there. When the virus is installed, they also tell their army, that's why their planes outside, were ready to attack the ground spaceship. First, their missiles don't work, but the second time they try, missiles hit the spaceship. Everyone was very happy, but from that big spaceship, now, small spaceships come out, who were attacking their planes. This time the man who met Stephen, he hits his plane with that big spaceship, which caused a big explosion. There Stephen and David were on the aliens' mothership. Ship was also stuck there. They both now decide that they will load the missile here, even if they lose their lives, but they will not leave the aliens alive. As soon as the missile hits the control panel, their spaceship was also released. They had 30 seconds to get out of this mothership. Its door was also about to close. They try and come out of it. As soon as they come out, there is a big explosion in that alien ship. All the spaceships on the ground, humans had killed them all. In the same way, the aliens lost and humans won. Humans had saved their Earth from the aliens. The film ends with this.